when the table goes live, a lot of really cool pendants, and they're pretty cool, and all of them are lamp worked, but we're really trying to show you guys the difference between lamp worked pendants and soft glass pendants, and both options have a really cool ways that you can enhance the pieces because of the traits of that particular type of glass blowing. If you don't know, lamp working is a type of glass blowing that's done with a torch. You use borosilicate glass, where soft glass, which is soda lime glass, is done out of the furnace.
So you can go back into the live and see.
So two different types of glass, a lot of different types of technique, but the same result, beautiful glass items.
Instead of your face.
Matt here is a madman when it comes to the torch. He does all kinds of amazing pieces. He's got some cool stuff on the table. He brought some cool lamp working tools in with him.
I sure did. Are you gonna?
I'm gonna have you. Yeah, we'll just attach this thing hot once I get it pulled out. All right, Matt, heat that. Well, I'll flip with you. How's that sound? You go ahead and just give that a flash. Stay right there. Stay. Okay, flash that for me. All right, so we just added the optical sphere with the two transparent colors vortexing on the inside. I'm gonna try to get that little punny mark away. Is a punty mark? A punty mark is where the piece was attached to
the aquatic sphere.
It was attached to the rod. That's right where it broke off, and where I purposely broke it off. So now I'm going to have Matt bring me a punty.
Okay, we're going to interrupt this broadcast to talk about. We were gone for a minute. The warmer-upper is right now. If you are a Loyalty League member, we are making pendants today. This is the first item goes to the Loyalty League. And welcome to the show. This is the gathering point. We got Jake in the red shirt, Chris in the green, and Matt in the orange.
I believe they heard everything that we were talking about. The camera was just going in and out a little bit. So if you guys have questions, let us know. But we are live now, and we did figure out what was going on. Thank goodness for Bess and the rest of the team back here, tech support. But welcome to the show. Let us know where you guys are watching from tonight. This show is all about wearable glass items.
And we will go over the table after this piece so you can get a close-up of what we're talking about. Ooh. So as we're making items, you'll understand.
Chris just went for a little flat side. That top side he's touching there, that's the back side. So that's going to make sure that you don't have a very prominent glass orb poking you in your sternum. Let's go.
Over on the YT side, we've got Tabea watching from Dearborn Brewing. Coffee says hello. Angel says hello, Masters of Glass Blowing from Argentina. Frank says hello from 75 degrees Southern California. Sean says good evening from Connecticut. Amy says, hello, friends. Y'all know where I watch from. Hi, Amy. Connie says, hello from Ontario, Canada. Let's see here. Over on the FB side, we've got Hannah is here from Sweden. She's making some fried potatoes and onions tonight. That sounds really good. I'd go for that. Pat says hi from Shelby Township. Vicky says hi from Seattle. Sharon's here from Livonia. Anne is here from Midland. That's Oliver's grandma.
Nice.
Karen's here from Livonia. Judy's here from Corning, New York.
Welcome, Corning, in the house.
Did we introduce Bess yet?
I did. Well, I went and looked at her,
Okay.
but I don't want her to pull away from the glass blowing. So let's see what's happening here.
I think those shears are got a little wax on them, Jake. So any chance you can swap them up for me real quick? Thank you.
Sounds good.
So it's all about symmetry here now, guys, and I'm trying to get that top section nice and hot so I can pull out those ends and roll them up and make the harp like the drawing. Did you show them the drawing, Shell?
Yes, I did.
Camera was frozen for a while, so maybe a recap on what we're going for. This wearable, incredible Venetian-style techniqued pendy.
When
as
Chris
I've heard
is
people call them
blowing,
before.
he will be telling you what he's making, so we'll be silent so he can talk.
Oh, goodness. It's great. Yeah, well,
the pendant is here. It's got a Venetian-style glassware to it. I said when he's shaping it. He's reheating right now.
Yep, when I'm heating it, my mouth is quiet.
I saw someone ask how hot it is in here today.
Uh-oh.
We should have some sort of sweat
A flip action.
This is ridiculous.
Don't want to
So
know.
here's a cool move,
Oh my
guys.
God, it's
You gotta
hot in
do
here,
the
guys.
Pull and roll.
Oh, the pull and roll.
The pull and roll.
Yeah.
And you can roll a little more. A little more.
The
a
tuck
little
down.
more, until you get them close enough.
What was the color of that aquatic sphere?
I had a copper blue, an electric copper blue, and a magenta electro.
Magenta.
That's right.
Oh, yes.
That's
So
amazing.
those two colors I
That's
thought
amazing.
were really beautiful, Venetian
Oh,
style, watery, gorgeous looking.
Transparent.
That's right. And then I'm going to be blinging it with the silver blue.
Oh, yeah.
She's looking pretty good right now.
So we got some incredible pieces on the table here tonight. Half of them made by Matt at his home studio, half of them made by Oliver. Those are two amazing champions that work here at the studio. One of them right here in the flesh.
That's me.
Matt's
I'm
on
right
every,
here.
like I'd say at this point, every fourth show or so, and he has a big responsibility in the production here at the Glass Academy. So he works every 3 weeks in a row. He'll work Tuesday mornings, and he's producing glass for the Glass Academy with either Tabea or Oliver assisting him. But he's going to be on the show with us here tonight. He'll be able to talk about some of the pendants on the table that we're selling through the Glass Academy and give you his thoughts on, you know, wearable
We're gonna
art.
do some handles on the side of this.
Yeah,
Some
definitely.
clear crystal. I'll pull them down. We'll put handles down each side, and then we're gonna put a loop up here to hang it from your necklace.
All right.
Could you hold it by the handles?
I think if they were like motorcycle type handles, like
Wait
on
a second.
handlebar,
Yeah.
sure.
I interrupt this. Do I see handles on the drawing?
Oh, he's going rogue for the members?
Busted.
Well, I forgot to put the handles on there
Uh-huh.
during the mic check, everybody.
So if you're new to the show, folks, the first piece of every show is made available only to our subscribed members. And so that is the Loyalty League portion of the membership. There's 2 tiers to it. And if you're interested in more about that, we'll talk about it throughout the show. But the Loyalty League are the only ones available to purchase this first piece of the show. So Chris is going to be giving it a little extra mojo, and he's making some beautiful runners. And this is something that when you're working with someone like Matt, who has a pretty good knowledge of what's going on around the shop, it makes putting on handles like this, the timing, the symmetry, the elegance, and the class so much more available to the gaffer, because even just the littlest movement back or forth, thickening or thinning it up, and you have to take 1 second to move the pipe back and tell him what to do, then you're losing your heat. And he got to the very end where he couldn't even cut it. He had to just kind of cool it down and break it with the shears right on that final little nib or nub, depending on, you know, how you talk about that. Yeah, the nib or the nub.
We
Tough
do
to count those things when you need glasses.
we
Tough
do,
to even put them on when you need glasses. All right,
just gonna
Fast,
not
let's hear
talk
it. Let's hear it.
We do have a question about the wine tasting event for this weekend,
Oh,
if you
baby.
could answer it. Sharon says, I noticed on your website the wine event this Friday says you get a stemless wine glass, but other places it says a stemmed glass. Can I get clarification?
So it says, which one on the website?
I'm pulling it up right now to look at
We're
it.
going to get to the bottom of that right now in real time, Sharon.
We're going to walk over to the display.
And we love and appreciate you bringing that up to us, because I do, in fact, know that you are the stemware champion around these parts. And you might be happy to know that it is, in fact, a stemmed wine glass. And we've got about 24 or 25, I think, for 20 different tickets, which quite a few of them is sold. I think we've got a few left. But it's going to be an incredible experience. And we've got a whole selection of them. And we just decided today that we're not going to be measuring out a perfect 8-ounce pour for each pour. We are going to let the bottle do the work, and your ticket includes one amazing pour of the wine of your choice, of the 6 or 8 that Sandhill Crane is going to be bringing of their own wines for us to taste test and decide, and, you know, after that, supply our Michigan Room Bar right behind us with. So if you want to be a part of any of our amazing customers, be a part of deciding the favorite wine from Sandhill Crane, just an hour west of here, we will be picking out those
It's a great
wines.
event to come to, because these are wines that we're going to feature in the Michigan Room. So when we have events, we want to showcase Michigan products. Sometimes people are traveling, or organizations come through towns and they host events here. So we definitely want to feature people, businesses that are Michigan themed, so they can buy bottles of wine from them, or to-go beers if they're not local. Okay, what Chris is working on right now is the loop. I'm sure he's going to tell you more about it when he's finished, but this is the loop where the pendant will hang. You can put a string or a cord or a leather ribbon, whatever you want, through the piece. And Jake's looking pretty serious. You got a
Me.
question there?
Sweaty. No, I just want to say what up to Robin saying hello, Kathleen saying hello, Judy's saying hello. Oops, I clicked on her profile instead of scrolling. Karen saying, Tammy and I both have Matt and Oliver's necklaces. We love them and get many compliments. And I know multiple customers and multiple friends of mine as well that have the pendants that are featured on tonight's show, and they get a lot of compliments on them as well, including Tabea rocks a lot of those.
Tabea does be rocking the glass
Tabea do be
pendants.
doing that. She's down at Dearborn Brewing tonight watching live, a live
she?
viewing party. Tabibi is our third apprentice / assistant here at the Glass Academy, and she's doing an incredible job. She was on last week's show, I believe. But I do, and when we go over the show, you'll notice that number 10, which I expect in about 10 minutes to be the first one to
here
sell.
we go again.
Thank you very
Pointing
much.
out our favorites.
Is a new style that I've not seen Matt make before, and that is fresh, brand new artwork here available on the show tonight. So that's all I got to say about that.
Every week it's fresh new artwork.
It's true.
I mean,
It's a
It is
different
true.
style than he normally sells in here.
true.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
She's
we're
beautiful.
fresh every week.
We're gonna reduce it.
Now, this is one baller piece right here.
Get it? There's a ball in
You
it.
see the spiral, the termination of that spiral right in the sphere? Looks like they're going for the bling bling here. This is the metallic property being pulled to the surface in that beautiful deep blue. What do you think, Dad?
I think it's amazing. It looks so darn good. I love it. I love the way I did that loop. I wanted to make sure I did the loop big enough that a comfortable chain or a cat gut, which is a type of leather, could be in there. Matt, will you torch this little puppy for me?
The other thing that you have to be aware of is the angle you put the hole at, because if you put it like straight and you run the cord through and then the pendant spins when it's on you. So the hole has to be lined up in the direction that it will face your body.
Look at that ball glowing.
Oh.
Looks like Chris is coming in with the metal hook. And this is a very important tool that he's bringing over, because if he overheats this hook in the hole right now and it's glowing red and he goes into that beautiful loop he just made, it'll stick and you'll break the loop. If it's too cold and not heated up enough, it'll crack the loop. And then, of course, if his hand isn't steady enough.
What if it just went through the harp thing? Does it have to go through the hole?
That's a question
It's a
for
question.
Chris to answer.
It doesn't have to. When we do ornaments, there's no other way to grab it, but for these, like any of the open surfaces, you
Nice
can
job.
grab
That thing came out nice. A little nervous there at the end, but it got in there safe and sound. That's going to be a pretty one, and they're all going to be pretty ones for the annealer reveal this Thursday. But that was tasty. Since we're doing pendants, I'm going to leave this hook out, everybody, just so that we know we got it to put small pieces away with. All right. Well, that is a members only piece right there, folks.
Yeah.
Take a look at this table, and maybe we could get a couple, sneak peek observations from the artist himself over in the virtual gallery. And these are not, in fact, NFTs
What?
just yet. It's not that virtual yet.
ETF.
NFTs,
ET.
but eventually, and I bet you by show like 650, we will be able to sell the actual item plus a time-stamped digital picture of that item that'll go down in history for life.
Okay, since we don't normally have these pendants, we're going to spend a few minutes before the show goes live, and then we'll get back to glass blowing.
That's right.
Like the table goes live.
That's right.
Sorry.
So what are your thoughts, Matt? Break it down.
Well, my thoughts are that all these pretty much, a lot of thought goes into making these, especially these are called compressions. And basically what's happening is you get a disc and you're putting little lines on of glass that you've pre-pulled, and then you all push it together and form a disc, and this is kind of what happens. I'm speaking for Oliver right now, but you basically have to put those little dots down very precisely, and that's something I just don't have the patience for. So shout out Oliver.
Oliver's a very patient guy. This one's got some metallic green in here, really beautiful. What's the deal with this, and what brought you to make that piece the other day?
That is made with silver fume, and essentially I'm just taking 99% pure silver and I'm burning it, and the fumes go onto the glass. And I made that with essentially it's called profile tubing, scallop tubing, and it has ridges in it, just like if you hit the mold, but the ridges are on the inside. So if you put the silver fume on the inside of that tube and collapse it down, it creates these lines. And I twisted them up, and I basically put a blue backing with that scallop tubing together, and then elongate it, and
So
it looks kind of like an ocean wave to me.
I know you're making the next pendant. I think I know exactly what you're talking about, and maybe as you're getting your colors out and starting up the piece, I could draw it and explain it on the floor in the way I think you just explained it to me, and we can make sure we're on the same page and that people could understand that process.
Yeah.
All right,
definitely.
let's do it. Your mic's not on, and I did just tell him what was going down, but are we doing something else?
Well, I just thought while he's getting his color ready, we could give away our first giveaway.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 4 tonight, so let's see if you're a winner.
Yeah, so technically we have 5 giveaways.
Oh, yeah, we do.
And that is because we have the end of the month gift cards to give away. So we've got 5 total giveaways. We've got our piece
we're gonna
that was
see
made
here.
last week, which is the wine goblet. And then we've also got 4 $25 gift certificates. So I'll give those away throughout the night. I have the rest of our names covered up, but our first gift card goes to Lynn. So congratulations, Lynn. You are going to get that gift card emailed to you. It'll be a gift card code that you can either use in store or online for either product or classes. So congratulations. And I'll be giving away more in just a little bit.
All right. I like Matt. He took a minute here to range his tools. These are glass blowing tools. They are all lined up, ready to go.
Well, do you want to see him draw on the floor, or you want him just to get it going?
I think we should get it going.
All right.
All right.
So
Beautiful.
the glass is heated in a crucible over there, and to the right, he's grabbing one of those hot pipes. Preheated, the hot glass will stick to it, and our tanks hold 150 pounds, 200 pounds of glass, somewhere around there.
200.
And when I am getting ready to do my next piece, I'm going to do a huge one with these big blowpipes. Look
Whoa.
at the size of this thing. Most of the time you can't stick the blowpipe in your pocket and just pull it out. But we got it here, folks. We got some sweet new cool lampworking blowpipes.
So this is a really tiny scale of blowing glass, and the first thing I noticed that Matt did there was he dunked the pipe in water. Why might you do that, Matt?
So I dunked the pipe in water because there's a bunch of like nasty glass on the end of this from the last time that it was used.
Nasty.
Just nastiness.
That glass was gross.
You essentially dip it in the water so that when you go to gather the glass, you don't get a bunch of bubbles from the pipe into your glass.
So that's a great start to the piece. And working on a scale this small is something that is typically why most pendants and wearable items like that are made on a torch, where you would hook up what we have at the bench here to a table and you'd sit there and dial the torch into the perfect size so you could work on all the tiny little facets. And you saw the detail of those ones that Oliver made and the detail of the piece that we were just talking about with Matt, that if people are interested in seeing that drawing, I'll get to that later. But look at what he's doing here.
Secret ingredient.
I think it's like a rapid fire action.
Yeah. Just went into rapid fire mode.
Those going to be some type of an air trap?
No. Should I tell everybody what I'm making?
Yeah, tell him. Break it down for him.
So I'm going to make a small little flower pendant, but it's not going to be inside of an orb. It's going to be an actual flower, like a 3D flower.
Tight.
And I'm going to use that blue glass over there, the cobalt, and then I'm going to silver fume onto the blue glass, and it's going to make it look kind of spacey-like.
Nice. And he's not going to use the silver blue. He's going to use the regular cobalt.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So I think somebody would like to start bringing me some blue bits.
What do you need? How's it work?
Blue bit.
Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you grab me a bit, and I'm going to
What
yeah.
are you going to
Okay,
do?
I'm going to have you touch it down. I'm
Yeah.
going to snip it.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to squish it like this, and I'm going to pull it and stick it right here.
All right.
So are these going to be petals?
Exactly.
All right.
You give me
So
like
you want about this big? No.
yeah,
Just tiny.
real tiny, like
And
the size
so
of like
why
a
don't you bring the color
Right here,
over to
look.
the marver?
almond.
Yes, an almond.
Just,
I
yeah.
think we're all on the same page.
I
Should I
think
bring out
it's
some
going to go
tiny
great.
pipes?
Maybe.
I want to read off 2 comments while we are doing that. Carrie says, I own 6 of Oliver's pendants and
Yeah.
love them. I get
Yeah.
compliments on them all the time. I am buying one of Matt's new ones, and they are just amazing. Buy one, you will get tons of people asking where you got it. And then Mary says, hello, Glass Academy peeps. Checking in from Hudsonville. Family in town, and I'm showing you guys off.
Whoa!
Thanks, Mary.
Mary?
Hello, Miss Mary.
A champion.
I want to do a shout out for Brad Scott. He's
ready?
watching us tonight.
Yep. Brad.
Yeah, Brad's out there.
The champion.
Digging on YouTube for sure. If you guys haven't met Brad Scott out there, world famous Brad Scott, he's the man. Is that bigger than yours?
A little bit.
Okay, the other thing, when two different people are bringing bits, they kind of have to pay attention to what the other person's doing. Jake took two coatings of color on it, so Chris has one coating, and he's going to go dip in and get that second coating. And then Jake's watching the timing of how this is going on, so he'll be ready for that next bit right after Matt cuts off this one.
I do want to say that the table is live. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the comments for you guys.
Number 10.
Is that what you're going with?
Yep.
Okay, I don't know what number it is, but I'm going for the one that's sitting on the orange t-shirt.
On the orange shirt.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do like that
Number
one too.
6.
Thank you, that's what I'm going for.
Bess has got number 6. Matt, you have to make your selection
Right in the middle of
right
this.
in the middle of this pendant flower application.
What now?
Which one do you
one's
think's
going
gonna sell
first?
Number 5, I call.
5, 6, 10 are already taken.
10.
5
Oh.
was my backup.
Sorry, pal.
7.
Okay.
I'm going
There
for
you go.
12.
12?
Alright.
I like the leaves. The leaves also, like if you have a lamp in your house, you could use it as a lamp pole, tie a cord on it, so every time you turn your lamp on, you're pulling on the leaf.
Mmm.
The Loyalty League piece is now available as well, so if you are Loyalty League, check out that link that you guys get sent every week to pick up that piece.
That thing's a sweetie, and the last time we did a show like this, I vowed to make sure that we did a production shift of these before the Renaissance Festival so we could have like 10 of them out there looking super radical and crazy hanging in the window. And I honestly can't remember if we completed that or not. Did we have those last year?
You tell me, you worked the
Nope.
Renaissance.
I don't think
We
we
did
did.
the same thing for the Christmas ornaments too. We
Yeah.
made a couple samples, and then I think I made a half a dozen of them and took them out to the gallery in Ann Arbor, and they all sold.
Yeah, those Christmas ornaments, when we did that wild ornament show, Chris made a shotgun shell
I
ornament.
remember that.
We did a couple of them with the frit on the inside. That was pretty cool.
The first 2 pendants have sold.
And they are. Thank you very much.
Yeah, number
Oh
10.
yeah, number 10.
Yeah. Shout out whoever
So,
got number 10.
Number 10 went first. The second one to go was number 11.
Ooh.
11?
Yes.
What's the deal with
Nice.
number 11? Oh yeah, that's the one with the metallic mojo. Is that the last one then, Matt?
Yeah.
All right.
So his tool is something that's kind of handmade. Check it out. It's got these concave curves on it. So lampworking tools can be used in the hot shop and vice versa. Lampworking tools are done over a torch, a little more intimacy with the tool. Maybe the shears are a little smaller. There's different ways the tools are used. Matt brought along his tools tonight to kind of play around with the hot glass. And it's pretty cool when you watch someone else use their skills because
A little bigger than I expected.
That's how it goes in the hot shop.
you can, yeah, when you try these different tools, it's pretty cool. But when you're watching, then you're like, ooh, I could use it and do it this way or that way. You know what I mean? It's like a new tool. I don't know. It's like a new marker.
It's
What
a really
can I
cool
play with?
move the way he's done this here, where he's applied the color that we were bringing over to the moil, which is what's going to be leftover glass left on the pipe. And he's used the tool to only grab as much as he wants and then drag it up so the hot stuff will stick to the piece. But then he's really, you know, picked out the exact amount of glass he wants for each petal. And it looks really amazing. It's looking really good. Nice work, Matt.
And
Thank
so
you.
this is going to be a pendant.
This might be something you hang from, you know, the
This
window.
might be like a windshield
Yeah.
mirror
I was
deal.
going to say that
Got it.
too, but I've had some big, strong items explode in the windshield when you're going down a bumpy road.
Yeah, I do
And these
remember my
pedals are-
favorite bead that got smashed from you
So-
driving.
Will you take this and just give it a flash momentarily? And I'm going to
yes.
get this silver prepped
I
up.
remember that bead, Mom. Can
Was
you show them that silver and break
Yeah.
that down to them?
Exactly. So this is what I got here. This little ball down here, that's the real silver. It's pure silver. And it came from a coin, a silver coin that I
Really?
cut up. And you melt it down with a little torch. Fuse it to this rod. And you can kind of see the discoloration on it. That discoloration, it's a little much up here. It's not going to look how this gray is, but it'll look more kind of shimmery how it does down here if I do it right. But basically I'm vaporizing this silver onto the surface of the glass, and you know, we'll see what happens.
So the torch is a softer flame, and he's slowly warming it up because glass introduced to heat straight up will actually crack and break. So he's just kind of fanning it in front of the flame to preheat it.
When you do this at home, do you have proper ventilation, or how does this
do.
work?
So if you do this in an enclosed space, it's a very big no-no. You can give yourself poisoning. You want to always
Don't give
have
yourself poison.
proper ventilation when you work with silver
And we're in
and
a
glass.
14,000 square foot building with this giant hood system there and the fan rolling. So we are safe and protected.
All right, Jake, will you get that kind of red?
Kind of red. It's a blue
It's got to
flower.
be. It's got to be red
So it sticks.
so that it sticks to the glass. Otherwise, it'll just kind of sit on the surface, and then you'll be able to wipe it off.
All right,
You
I'm
don't
coming
wanna
at
do
you.
that.
Probably kind of like,
Want it like this?
oh
Yeah, that's perfect.
So we've never seen this, so we're kind of observing. What he's doing is having the torch go over
Right,
the
give it a
silver
flash.
and push it towards the flower. Jake was spinning the flower so that it went
Going for
on
more?
all the petals.
Yep. All right.
Again, the torch, Matt's left hand has the silver and going up against the flower petals.
Did he explain how that silver was put on the end of that rod? It was actually like a cut, like a 1/4-inch cut of a silver coin, a solid silver coin. That's sweet.
Pretty cool.
All right, I think let's try this one last time, and that'll be that.
We've never seen this, so I'd give you more information, but we're just going to roll with
That's
it.
what I'm looking for. That little spark that was just there. It's kind of hard to do this with this big of a torch.
Well, you do see a little bit of the flame changing into the distance, which looks pretty cool.
Woo, I can see it showing up.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 1946 dime. What was it he used?
All right, well, let's put a loop on it and call it there. I don't want to mess with it too
So
much.
my understanding is as you reheat it, it does not lose that silver.
It shouldn't.
Okay.
But the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run this over an oxidizing flame. We're going to burn it off, and then I'm going to bring out a reducing flame, and then we're going to bring it back out. And that's going to help start the crystallization process of the silver. And that's what brings out the color in silver. Silver crystallizes.
Is that high flame kind of like a deep vitrification of the silver and the glass at the same time?
No, I'm not really sure.
It's looking pretty good though. It's really showing a lot now.
So
All right.
my understanding is it could be any base color as well, correct? Doesn't have to
looping
be
that?
blue. It could
Oh
be.
yeah, I guess we should probably loop it.
Well, if it's got to get knocked off, then do it quick, and I'll bring you the loop.
Yeah. We can do that.
This is what happens when it's a new piece. We run around a little bit.
You could bring it chunkier.
You want it over there?
Yeah. I think so.
The cool thing that most of the pieces you guys see us do on the gathering point, they're all one-off pieces. It's called offhand glass blowing, where we've never made anything like that before, and we're making it for the very first time. I can guarantee this is the very first time Matt's made something like this, and Jake's assisted him to make something this crazy and cool. So it's a cool process. Now, if we fall in love, or you guys fall in love with something and you ask us, or we put something into production, which means we're going to make multiples of it, that's when you start working out the exact process of how it all goes together. And by the time you get done doing a production run of, let's say, 20 of these, Jake and Matt know what they're doing, and they're almost doing a dance.
So you see that metallic silver that he had just iridized on the end kind of went away when we went back for the heat. And so that's something he's going to have to pull back out after doing the loop. That's kind of just like when we do any kind of reduction piece. You know, the final heat is when you iridize it and then you put it away. But just like Chris was saying, when you're learning kind of what the steps are, oh, I was really involved in putting these on and getting that to look perfect, forgot about the loop. You're going to knock it on its face, so we'll torch it and take it away.
Yep.
I'll get the torch if you get the loop.
All right.
So he's really getting some water in there real good so that he could tap this thing really gently. There's a lot of delicate flowers on there. You don't want to explode
Petals.
this thing.
John says,
Come on, baby.
All right.
I paused.
What does John say? Tell
Pause
us.
and
Tell
act.
us.
I paused. John says, is that glass rod a different type of glass from what's in the tanks?
It is a glass rod. It's borosilicate glass.
Yeah.
With the silver on the end, so yes.
Borosilicate. So the short answer is yes. The long answer is yes. It's a really stiff glass, a much stiffer glass. It takes more heat but can handle more change in heat. We work with a soft glass here where everything cools down too quickly, it explodes and falls apart. And so when you're working with borosilicate, you got more time. You could take a piece and set it aside and then bring it back and start working on it later, and all kinds of crazy mojo like that. So here goes Matt with the gentle dismount.
All right.
That was a very gentle dismount.
It's too late now. I will squish it though. I think it was just still on the pipe a little.
I think it was. Watch the loop. Nice.
Thank you.
Woo, look at that beauty.
All right. Wow. Over to the box. He's got some pep in his step. There was a lot of work there at the end of the piece. So really, honestly, those extra 3 jogging steps versus walking steps make a huge difference. Nice work, Matt.
Thank you.
Okay, Chris has the next one sketched out on the floor. While Maria is over at the wine table, Sharon, this is for you.
Whoa.
We're gonna take a meander into the Michigan room where our wine
write
event
that
will
on
take
there?
place this year.
With stringers?
And
Yep.
we are getting
Oh, yeah.
set up
Heck yeah.
all the lovely wine glasses that you'll get to choose from when you come to the
Stringer
wine event.
tech.
Now, there is more in the photo room that Maria hasn't brought out yet. This is the first round. She's got the table set up just lovely. And we've got like a dozen more we're going to add to the display. Thank you, Maria. Look at how fun it looks. The cutting board with cards and the dice like you're playing a game, a Michigan room game. And pretty soon you're going to have wine if you come to the wine event, we'll have a dozen more goblets added to that. All right, back to the action. Over here, I showed you on the floor when Chris was drawing what was happening. And
I'm
he's
looking
going to
for
be...
the other diamond shears. Are they over on the knockoff bench? Jake, will you check it out?
Yeah, I guess maybe they are somehow.
The Manicones.
We got all the tools over here.
And will you bring the little torch over here for me too? Because I'm gonna have to write Royal Glassmakers right over here on the Marver, please.
The diamonds?
Diamonds, yep. And the little yellow torch for me, please.
All right, Matt, you can
Thank
get that
you.
organized.
So everyone's gonna want to see how I write this because it's gonna be really an interesting. Well, I think I'll just start over and get the team ready, everybody, so that there's people here to do it.
While we are resetting, I will give away another gift card here really quick. So our second $25 gift card goes to Andrea. So congratulations, Andrea.
What?
Once again, you are going to receive an email with your gift card code that is good for either in the gallery, online, product, or classes. So congratulations. Still got 2 more to give away and our giveaway from last week.
And the giveaway from last week is a goblet.
Yes.
So stay tuned till the very end. Good stuff coming your way. All right, this is a stamp. And what does the stamp say?
Says what the drawing said on the floor. The Royal Glassmakers.
Dun, 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 dun. Royal Glassmakers is our Renaissance company. There's 7 weekends in August and September where we go out to a Renaissance fair, and just like he drew on the floor and I showed you, Royal Glassmakers. So this is a stamp that we had made so we could make multiple coins and give them out to people or put them in the parade, all kinds of different things. Put them on the Amtrak train that's going by.
So we got the
When
stamp
glass
on
is
there.
hot, it's very sticky, so he's lining it up to the edge of the marver, making sure it's centered.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wow.
All right. We'll start over again so that maybe somebody who can see, because I can't see, what I don't want to do is have a stamp, a nice, really cool collectible Royal Glassmakers pendant with it upside down, because nobody's going to be able to say Glassmakers backwards. So once I stamp it, will you put the Royal at the bottom so that I can
Punny up on the Royal.
punny up on the Glassmakers? Because if I punny up over here, then I'll be able to put a loop on the top and it'll be hanging right side up, and it had handles on it and such. So you're going to want the Royal to be right here.
That's wrong.
Because then you're gonna put,
And flip it around.
all right,
Royal's the other way, Glassmakers is there, and I punny up under Glassmakers.
perfect.
Perfect. Try number 3. Everybody ready?
Nope. We're not ready.
Matt, are you ready?
Never ready.
You look
Beth,
sweaty.
you ready?
You look sweaty is what you look.
Who's
I'm
ready?
sweaty over here. I
Yeah.
can't imagine how you
Who's
guys are.
ready?
Stick around here.
All right, so there's the nugget that didn't work. Now we're going to make a nugget that does work.
Ah, yes, the table's looking good, folks. It's a beautiful day here.
You know what? I think that this is better anyways, because Royal Glassmaker colors are purple, gold, and green, and that was a blue coin, so that didn't match.
I only used the blue because I wanted to be able to read the Royal Glassmakers. Probably like 9 out of 10 colors that you use, you can't read a coin that's stamped on it because the color's the distraction. But I went with the tobacco because I know that the tobacco is going to be really reduced and really metallic, so it's going to look more like clay than it is glass, which is okay because it's kind of clay-like out there at the Renaissance Festival.
Real clay-like.
A lot of
And this
clay
is-
people.
This is our color, though. This is the color theme we chose.
There we go.
They're Mardi Gras colors. So another way he could align this up too would be to know which way the stamp went on. So,
You know.
if you don't have glasses or put your glasses on.
How many of our readers out there, I mean
Need
our
readers.
watchers, need readers? How many of you guys are wearing glasses right now?
Me,
Pretty
Matt,
much all
Jake.
of us. Yes.
gotta get
sometimes
mine.
Chris
you
is the only
just-
one not wearing them, and he's the only one that can't see.
Well, I mean, I haven't had my carrot juice in a while, but it's really important to drink
That'll
carrot
do
juice.
it. That'll do it. So anyway, now that we got through that, moving on with the next pendant. Matt's pendant's going to be up for sale here in a second.
It is up for sale.
Oh, it's already up for sale.
I was waiting for a break in the conversation, so
Glad I
thank you.
could beat you to that, Bess. Show number 329, baby. We got an amazing giveaway this week. Hope
Hey.
you guys entered last week.
Hey,
All
will
right,
you take?
Matt, we're putting some
John,
candles, yeah.
John says you could make some magnets out of those coins
Let's
for
do them out of the
Renfest.
gold. Oh, the blue.
100%, John.
Silver blue.
Danielle says, "Hey
A
from
little bit bigger
Berlin,
than the last
Germany."
ones.
What did Danielle say?
Hello from Berlin, Germany.
Ooh, the Germans. Sprechen he
Right.
Deutsch.
Yep.
Or something like that. I did
One-
spend
one
3
code would
months
be
in
good.
Heidelberg, Germany,
That's cool.
my junior year of high school. I'd say I spoke like 20%, 15% of my time was spoken in English, in German. One or the other. You guys can guess which one it was. Had an amazing time. What a beautiful country. Great people. Great bread.
Great bread.
Was it brown?
The bread?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Real brown bread?
It was very brown.
Right.
It was not Wonder Bread. Or in Germany, they'd call it, huh?
Bread you had today was good.
You liked it? Wow.
Is your mic on, Matt?
The Wonder Bread?
I like that bread in the we have for
Yeah, Seed-tastic.
Yeah.
What
Super
about?
good.
What is the question for tonight, Bess?
Yeah, so the question for tonight is asking if you like functional glass, like mugs and cups, or decorative glass, like pumpkins and gnomes and sheep. Which
Would-
one do you prefer if you had to pick one over the other?
And I'd
These
say
pendants would be considered functional.
that's what I was going to
Yes.
say. I would consider these functional. Pumpkins, slugs, snails. I would say those are decorative.
And which one, for the people watching here tonight, as I smack my lips into the microphone,
Right in my ear.
love that. I hope everybody got a good listen to that. What do you think's more difficult from a glassblower's perspective? A functional item, any of the things we just listed, or a decorative item? Put that in the
What's
chat,
up?
folks. And as always, a reminder, if you have technical questions and you're watching live or you're watching after the fact, please put the technical questions in the chat. This is show 329, and we try and bring you all the information we have all the time. But we don't know who's joined when, what questions you might have, and what's going on in your brain. So put it in the chat. And speaking of 329 shows and the progress of the Glass Academy, Oliver and I did spend about 25 minutes today coming up with a game plan for our production spec sheet and product log for the rest of eternity.
Whoa.
Whoa, that feels kind of heavy.
It's pretty heavy, and amongst like 3 other major projects we're working on, we were working on just a small thing that we got done, a couple extra spec sheets and a couple of per hours and whatnot. And then I was like, Oliver, we got to sit down and have a meeting for a second. And we chopped it up, and we came up with a plan
Blue top.
through Google Drive, Trello, which we use to organize things here, and paper handwritten spec sheets here in the hot shop. We will have all of our products and pretty much a how-to to make everything and pretty much become an amazing glassblower manual here at the Glass Academy. And if you do break into the Glass Academy and somehow find the code to our safe, you could find 20 years of glass information.
You're saying it's under lock and key?
Oh, it's going to be tight. That's right.
So Linda said she couldn't find the pendant on the website, and that is because it's sold pretty much immediately. So that last pendant is sold.
You call that an Insta sale?
Pretty much. Fast fingers.
Quick finger? Quick finger sale? Yeah. That's what we love to hear, and it's cool. We actually know a few of the names of some of the ladies and gentlemen that collect our work here that do have the fastest fingers in all of the land.
Also, a different Linda, not the same Linda, says, how do we enter the giveaway?
Linda.
It's a great question, Linda.
What a question.
So every week we ask a question, and you're going to send your answer in an email to enews@glassacademy.com. Make sure you put your answer and your name in the email so that we know who you are and we can read off your name when you win.
Look at that. You don't even need to pull your eyes away from the glass blowing. The team just knows how to deliver. Dang, that was good.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. You know, completely free giveaway. If you are not, in fact, local, we're 15 minutes outside of Detroit, Michigan. We ship glass all over the country, and we can ship it to you for the cost of shipping. Wow.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen, just
That's
like
tight.
the picture.
Some Royal Glassmakers fan is going to love getting their hands
I'd
on
say.
that.
Speaking of Royal Glassmakers fans,
We do have
I
fans.
know who won the giveaway tonight.
It's nice that these pendants are small. It is still scorching hot here in Michigan. You can tell all the glass blowers are sweating along with Bess and myself, and we're not even in front of the furnace. I think I must have drank 3 gallons of water today and sweated out about 2 gallons. We drink nonstop. Matt's great. He bought Gatorade for the studio, brought it in for all the glass blowers and anyone else who wanted it. Salty snacks are great. It helps us retain our water. And if anyone knows Gatorade and they want to donate to the show, we won't say no.
So we got a lot of amazing, I see some familiar names, I see some unfamiliar names in the chat on both the YT and the FB. Great numbers right now. You guys throw a like in the chat, or throw a comment in the chat, or throw a like on the feed, or share the feed with your own social media. That's how we make a living around here. This is a family business, and it's great seeing everybody watching.
Gotta
Beautiful
be really
break there.
careful that sweat doesn't drip on the piece.
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of what?
Speaking of sharing on social media,
Tell us.
Yes.
if you guys follow us on Instagram,
Oh, that's right.
oh yeah. If you guys already follow us on Instagram, make sure, if you haven't already, gone to our giveaway post. It is on Instagram only, and that is because we are close to hitting 10,000 followers. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, make sure you also go check out that post and follow us. We are getting up there. We got about another 30 followers between the past 24 hours. And so you can win that amazing mug that is featured in that post. And we want to make sure you guys have that opportunity to win that as a thank you for following us and engaging with us. So that giveaway will end as soon as we hit 10,000 followers. So make sure you guys go and make sure you follow the directions. In order to be eligible to win, you have to do all of the directions. You have to follow the Glass Academy on Instagram if you don't already. You have to like the post, and you have to tag 2 people in the comments. And then there are additional ways for bonus entries. But if you only like it but don't tag people, you're not entered. So just keep that in mind. You got to follow all of the directions.
Oh, is this the Pam Thompson?
Yeah, so you definitely want to check that post out because it's a sweet mug, and we're going to hit 10,000 followers real soon. But this is a suggestion from Pam Thompson to make a dragon talon, you know, super hardcore Renaissanceian necklace item.
You got
And
the
it's going to
proper
look
colors
something like
ready?
that.
Like it.
It's going to be pretty sweet. And I got the colors picked out, so let's go for it.
All right. Is there going to be some type of blood on it?
It's a really good question.
I mean, not that it has to be human blood, but it could be gnome blood or
No.
Could be red dye that
No,
it just
you
felt
guys-
Not no.
orc
No,
blood.
come on. Just make it, you found it in the ground. It's 20 million years old. There's no gore involved.
no gore.
No gore. No Al Gore here. Whatever happened to Al Gore?
Put it in the chat, everybody. 'Cause
What
if we start
happened to
making
Al
stuff up, we
Gore?
could get ourselves in trouble.
I mean, he's still around. He's still alive.
Is he? That's
Yeah.
what I'm getting at.
The
There you
internet
go.
says so.
With what happened to him with all this stuff
Sure, he's
going
probably
on?
into politics.
So I just loaded up some tobacco color. I don't know if we talked about the way colors work here on the show yet. I put some iridescent gold on top of it as well. But basically, we've got the entire rainbow of colors available at our fingertips.
Fingertips. But I we gave a lecture yesterday at the library, like you cannot mix colors. You cannot take a yellow and a blue and make green. It just doesn't work that way. Yellow is made from cadmium, blue is made from cobalt, greens are made from iron, and they do not mix like paint colors do. So glass blowing is a little bit different that way.
So, just jumping around back to the scientific side of the claw, is that flesh that the bone will be in? And
The
it's
bone, the scratching portion of the
Claw?
talon,
So that would be more like hair, condensed hair.
cartilage.
But I don't know, because insects don't have hair.
But
and
this is-
weren't dragons
what?
kind of like an insect? They were like, or reptile. They were a giant reptile.
What if this was a T-Rex claw?
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking.
different than
Dinosaur.
a dragon claw.
Definitely.
I think T-Rex claws were like, no matter how big they were
Probably do
really
that clear.
small because their hands were small.
Do we think that a glassy, clear talon would be really baller?
No, I think it should be the tobacco. No?
I
think
want
it
this
should
thing to be
black.
sparkling in the...
Venturine?
Adventurine.
Yeah, but
Why don't you guys make your own talon after this?
Hey,
Fine.
stop asking us.
So Matt's going to bring this over, give it a little cylinder. Matt and I together did a 4-hour shift of making our barbarian mugs last week, where we made a bunch of mugs with between 5 and 7 spikes coming off of the bottom of the mug for self-defense. And so I'm feeling really warmed up and prepped and ready to make this perfect talon cut. Just like settle it right in there like that. Because I pre-squished this, it's kind of going to pre-flatten itself out. And I'm going to do one of these. Oh.
whoa! I sense a new product coming.
I mean, it could be a talon. It could be a tooth.
It could be really whatever you want that is what's going to be around your neck. It doesn't really matter. Yeah.
Or what? It could be around your waist.
It could be hanging from your rearview mirror.
It could be a lamp pole. There are so many ideas.
Oh, now see, I don't know if I should have squished that again.
Oh, I think you should. That looks great.
You like it?
I absolutely like it.
Do we want it sharper on the bottom, or is it going to poke some young child's
No, you don't
eye
want
out
it
if
too
was
sharp.
You don't want anyone tripping and getting the treatment.
Yeah. Okay.
And you don't want it so fragile that it would
impalement.
break. What do you guys think? Hey, Pam, that was a great suggestion.
Great idea, Pam Thompson. I visioned it as soon as I looked at your perfect drawing. Huh?
Pam Thomas.
Pam Thomas? What did I say?
Thompson.
Thompson?
Yeah, well,
Mary
we're blowing
Thompson?
glass.
That's all right.
See?
Got a lot of amazing customers out there. So how about I'll get the reduction. Would you gear up some tobacco and iris for a nice, real hot, juicy loop? And I would really enjoy the pleasure of looping it myself if
Of
you
course.
wrap up that
Oh.
color for me.
Claiming his own product.
John
No.
has a really cool idea.
All
he
right.
said, what about a shot glass sized drinking horn pendant?
shot glass
So
size.
it's like a shot glass drinking horn on a loop
pendant.
that you can wear.
We make
Well, we
we
make
make like
'em.
5-inch ones
We
right
make
now.
them so you can wear them on your belt.
Yeah, Chris, can you guys hear Chris? I know some of you were having issues, but he said
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think you can
Disculpe.
hear me. But I think that we make them for the belt. We haven't made shot glasses for a pendant, but that could be an interesting idea.
Well, we also don't make really small things because they're done over a torch. The style of glass blowing we do requires bigness. Bigness.
Pam says great job on her idea.
Pam,
Ah.
let's go. Thank you, sir.
And Pam, one day I'll order those feet. I just haven't got to it
Thanks.
yet.
Whoa.
Oliver says, for me to understand the anatomy of this claw, I need Chris to draw the rest of the creature it was attached to.
Who wants to know that?
Oliver.
There's
Oliver.
a nice, elegant loop, ladies
Well, I'm
and
gonna
gentlemen.
I'm gonna have a
Great.
magical sphere with the whole
You can
talon,
almost skip through
which
there,
will
right
have
there.
3 fingers and a
Okay.
thumb holding it. Why not?
The Royal Glassmaker's pendant sold. I didn't even get a chance to announce that it was up because Fast Fingers snagged that.
Nice.
There it is.
Awesome.
Looks amazing. All right, the boys are shuffling off to discuss the next idea.
While they do that, I will do another
Oh, yes,
gift
please.
card. Our next $25 gift card goes to another Lynn.
What?
So congratulations, Lynn. Once again, you're going to receive an email with your gift card code. I know that you are local, so you can use it online or in the gallery for classes or for products. So congratulations.
Yeah, and you can use it for the wine event too.
Absolutely. Speaking of the wine event that is coming up this Friday, we do have a few tickets left and available for that. There are 2 different time slots. We're looking forward to having a great night, and I will post the link for those tickets in the comments for you all.
Kind of looks like a bug part. Like a thorax of a bug.
Yeah. Well, it's a pendant, so really whatever goes on with it can go on with it, right? I think.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Let's do it.
Jeff says, speaking of last week's mugs, I received mine in the mail and I love it. Silent Sarah did an excellent job packaging.
Yay! Very nice, very nice. We're all kind of faded, everyone's quiet.
We're all sweaty.
We're all like,
It's hot.
all right, looks like there's a lot of leaves left. These are pretty cool. Maybe they're not like your super fan favorite right away, but I really like these leaves. Look at how sparkly and beautiful it looks on the shirt. So lovely. And we got one pendant. It appears to be kind of dark, but on that bright green shirt, it really pops. Pops, I know that guy. We are at show 329. If you're new to the show, watch us on the live tab on YouTube, or condensed versions will be on the video tab. So we have 2 spaces, playlists on YouTube where you can find us. Every week, every Tuesday, we do a live show. Sometimes people put it on while they're doing dishes, or the next day when they're writing notes or something, just to have it in the background. They can look up at the key moments of glass blowing and really be impressed, dazed, and amazed. Because glass blowing is pretty fun. If you've never seen it before, it's a great way to get up close and personal, because just like that, we can zoom in and you're going to be closer than you are if you were in the studio watching. So scissors can cut the glass. It's super hot. This is how you can understand why plant and natural forms are made in glass. It just wants to flow that way. It looks so cool. And then using different shears, you can shape and form it. So these are the diamond shears, and what he's doing is squeezing on the glass and making these like little balls or claws. have bumps on them. So far, it looks just like the picture.
We do have a couple class openings other than just the wine tasting event. I did already go ahead and put that wine tasting event link in the chat on both FB and YT for you. But we do have a few openings for classes. On Friday, we have a few openings. I believe it's 2 openings for our air plant holder class.
Okay.
So if you're looking for something to do Friday night, we do have that available. And then on Saturday we begin to teach our mini pumpkin class.
What? This is the
Super
debut.
exciting. It's the debut of the mini pumpkin class, and I have one opening available as we speak right now at 12:30 for Saturday. So if you were looking to be one of the very first people to take our mini pumpkin class, there's your chance, there's your spot. I'll put the link to both of those openings in the comments for you guys as well. I did, if you guys follow us on FB or IG, on FB I made a post with a schedule for the week. I know a lot of you have already seen that, commented on it. We're trying that out. Let us know what you think, but we've got our schedule of what we have going on, whether that's live glass blowing, classes, any openings we have, and then of course the show on Tuesdays. And then on IG, that was a story. So not a permanent post on our feed, but on our 24-hour story. You guys can see that as well.
So Bess, those stories, are you thinking that you're going to do them twice a week or just on Tuesday? So someone could come Tuesday, see the story, and then be like, oh, I'm available Saturday. My plan's just canceled. Maybe I'll come over.
So with the story, my goal is to post them at least twice a week. Once on Tuesdays, once I get the available class spots, if there's any, from Oliver. He likes to confirm that for me on Tuesday afternoons. And then I will post that again and update it if it is needed on Thursday as well, right before the gallery opens.
So it sounds like it's real time. She's checking the calendar, making sure she's not saying, hey, there's open classes and there's not really.
Yes.
So get in the habit of checking the Instagram story on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you find your schedule opens up, we're going to post anything that's available there. All right, Matt's doing what we call shucking the pipes. When we do these pendants, they go really quick and you need a lot of pipes. So you got to make sure you keep them rolling.
Not like the wooden one?
Yeah, the wooden one would be cool if you have it.
You are watching the Gathering Point show here live at the Glass Academy. And this kind of looks like a talon from a bird right now. And we're going to see what Chris does to it.
I was going to say that the clear talon pendant was available, but that already sold as soon as I hit save too. So
crazy.
After this, I've got one more gift card to give away, as well as the wine glass from last week. So stay tuned
Don't
for
melt
that.
those in too much.
And the wine glass from last week, now that you mention it, bada bing. So what did they have to do to win this?
So to enter to win our giveaway every single week, you are going to answer the question of the week that we tell you on the show. And you send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com with your answer and your name in the email. What happens is we take all of those answers and we put them on a wheel, and Donna spins the wheel and she finds our name. So it is unbiased. Even if there's a correct answer to a question, if you answered it wrong, you're still entered to win. We just take anybody and everybody who entered that week.
The only requirement is you can only win every 6 months. So if you're one of those people that you enter a contest and you win every contest you enter, we do track and record it. So if you win 1 month, you can't win the next week or the next month. You got to wait 6 months. And Donna checks the name. She has a master list We, at the end of the year, talk about how many giveaways we've given. We are a small studio. We put this show on ourselves. There's no one funding this show, but we are going to be starting some sponsorships. So if you like what you see, you could buy us dinner, you could buy us beverages, you could fund the show for a night. All that's coming up soon on the website. We know many of you have been asking, how do you do it? We do it with the support of our members.
Sharon says, I'm going to give another shout out to Chris and his Sculptural Reflections glasswork. He does wonderful memorial glass.
Yeah, pretty darn cool what he does with those. It's a separate business in itself, Sculptural Reflections. You can go to sculpturalreflections.com, I believe is the website, Dad.
Yep.
Sculpturalreflections.com, and if you fall in love with this talon super claw with an orb in it and you wanted to get some sort of cremain ashes put into that orb to represent a loved person or animal or, you know,
Pet dragon.
it could have been, you could put that in that sphere.
Sounds good.
So as of right now, just to update you guys, everything that has been made on the show has sold so far.
Oh boy.
But there are still some amazing pieces available on the table.
Items on the table will stay up until next week. So if you're on the fence or if you're watching the show 2 days from Tuesday, those items will still be available.
Just let that get nice and stiff, and I'm going to wrap this guy around it. We'll knock it off.
Sounds good.
Jake, you want to describe what's happening?
All right, so now what I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm heating up the talons themselves, and I'm going to get them nice with a little bit of motion in them, and then I'm going to have Matt bring it over to me. We're going to stick it in there, and I'm going to press these things down and around it. Hopefully the sizing's right, but that's all kind of from the hip right now, so I think it's going to be pretty sweet looking. Let's take a look and see how she goes. These babies are pretty hot. Check that out.
What color's in the ball?
The ball is iris and another color. Hold on, it looks pretty octopusy. Stay. The colors that are in the ball are that electric blue with a little metallic iris.
Oh yeah. Really comes together when the tips of those claws touch down. When the tips were sticking off a little bit, it just looked like an octopus. But all of a sudden when the tips of those talons touched the sphere, that's when it looked like it was really gripping it.
Ripping it. So it looks like from the drawing, are you putting a hook on the top of this? So this
I was going to put a hook on it, but we can do that over at the bench.
So this is something that's going to hang.
Yeah. I think for sure we want it to hang. It's a pendant. I was going to say it was for Hulk Hogan, but bless his soul, he's not around any longer.
Who?
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan and Ozzy Osbourne took the train together. I don't know. It might have been a crazy train.
The crazy train. Brother.
All right, so this guy is ready. The talon's looking pretty good. I'm going to let it fall down a little bit one way. Maybe we'll put that on the top of one of those 6-point molds. You can knock it right on there.
Want one of these ones?
Sure. It's going to bring a little bit of this metallicness out in the claws, guys. And then I'll give you a peek at it. before we put it into the oven and put the loop on it. Oh yeah, these guys are looking pretty sweet. Would you want to gather me up a chunk of tobacco? I'll gather a tobacco for the top of this thing. Pretty neat looking. Never made one of those before.
Just one coat.
One coat's gonna be fine. We definitely don't want this to be a weak loop.
Those ones are bigger.
All right. Looking pretty tasty. Got some metallic claws on them. Holding on to that magic ball.
Woo-hoo! Very
Yeah.
nice, very nice.
All right. Something like that would be a really cool belt hanger for
Serious.
sure.
Could
Just gotta
knock
make
some
sure
people
that
out
whole
with that.
section that was up at the top, I feel like if we could take that and heat it up and draw it around and stick it on itself, it would be a really sturdy, heavy-duty holder that would never break. But you never say never out at the Michigan Renaissance
It gets
Festival.
rowdy.
Yeah, so.
All right, it looks like it's time for the giveaway.
All right.
Yes. Jake, would you like to hand model the wine
I can
glass?
do this, and I'll mention that you were talking earlier about making a larger leaf pendant. So
For the
that
giveaway.
would be the giveaway piece. That could be perfect.
Matt, you want to make the giveaway?
Yeah, I'll make the giveaway.
Yeah,
Big
larger
leaf.
larger leaf pendant.
I love this color.
Me too. We talked about it on the show. It's the pine tree green with one coat, and it's twisted and pulled and manipulated to the point where it doesn't look spotty and it doesn't look too dense of a color. I think it's a beautiful, subtle green. I love the shape. I want to drink out of it, but someone's going to win this for free. And
Is
I
there
think Bess
something
is
wrong if
giving
it
it
were
away.
spotty?
No.
I mean,
Are you putting that thing away already? I didn't even get to show it off a little bit on camera. I just wanted to check it out in front of you guys because this thing's tight, Jake.
It is.
I mean,
Super tight.
yeah, it turned out amazing. The stem's really beautiful. Why don't you tell everybody who won it?
Absolutely. So, congratulations, Icarus.
Shut up.
Oh, boy.
I know
Nice.
that you are going to lose your mind when you see this. I don't see you on here right now, but I know that you will be watching at some point this week.
Icarus is going to be drinking out of that thing in the front row this year at the Renaissance
absolutely.
Festival. No doubt.
So, you know how to get in contact with us. We will be getting an email from Donna, but I know that you are local to come by and get this beautiful, beautiful piece. So, congratulations.
Feels good.
Do have one more gift card to give away.
Holy
You want to
moly.
do the honors? It's
The final one?
It's the last name on there.
Oh, Christine Penn.
all
So
right.
congratulations, Christine. I will say it one more time as I said it for all the other ones.
go.
You're going to get an email with your gift card code that is good for in the gallery or online for products or for classes. So congratulations.
That's big time.
Absolutely.
And so this next piece being made is the giveaway for next week. So if you come back and watch the show, that'll be show 330.
That's
It's going to be
crazy.
drinkware oriented. It's kind of crazy. And then we've got a beautiful, beautiful situation lined up for you for next week's show. So we're going to be going for that.
And something like
and
you want to enter to win that. And don't overthink it, guys. We got
Hurry up.
5 minutes, so just go for it.
Yes. I have to say, my answer to the question, I think if I had to pick between the two, I'm going functional. Mostly
Yeah.
because I like my little tiny collection of drinkware that I get to use every day, and it brings me joy and happiness.
Completely.
But I do love my decorative pieces. I have a giant pumpkin that I keep out just with 5 plants year round, and I have a slug hidden in there and some other pieces. So,
The whole setup.
oh yeah.
Isn't this?
Well, I'll answer the question I asked earlier, which I saw a couple glass blowers in the chat talking about it as well. For me, in my opinion, and I think it goes with a lot of people's opinions, functional is a much more difficult challenge to complete than, what was the other option called?
Decorative?
Decorative.
Hello.
Because functional has proportions involved, and if we're talking about drinkware or, you know, something that's going to be hanging from your neck or something like that, it has a purpose that it's serving and it needs to function. Whereas decorative is aesthetic and could be any sort of shape, size, and color as long as you like the way it looks.
I was also thinking to myself that there really isn't any type of cultural limitations to the word pendant around the neck. A pendant can be hung from anywhere.
Yeah.
It
is a hanging device.
A pendant could be hung through a hand-forged archway going into a cemetery of certain cultures, and they would have like a jewel hanging there, a glass jewel.
Orb.
Yeah. It's pretty cool stuff. That's what we were talking about, what Matt's making right now. We're like, really? Does this piece he's making need to be hanging from a necklace, or can it be hanging like that talon I just made from a belt?
It's true.
You know, I mean, you go out to a Renaissance festival, you go to a lot of other festivals of all sorts, and people have all kinds of creativity around their belts. You know, we were doing something that was called a belt bead for a while, remember? We're still doing them out there. And it's just a really cool sculptural paperweight that your belt slides through.
Just waiting for some information.
I think Bess was trying to get someone's attention with that. I saw movement out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, she must be needing something. These are flat crimps. Leaves a nice impression on the glass. Sometimes your flat crimps can have designs in them. And he's using the shears to create more of a design, just cutting into the glass. And then using the shears as kind of like a tweezer, he's pulling on that end. And you can see how the leaf shape just came out.
One thing I do want to mention before the end of the show here, we are coming up on the end of another quarter for our memberships. So in August, Michelle, do you want me giving the actual dates, or do you want me just referring to it as August for now?
We got to ask Lizzie for them. We're photographing the members' pieces that they got the last year, so people will be able to see the actual gifts you get when you're a member.
So Loyalty League enrollment will be opening up in August. I have dates, but I want to confirm them with Lizzie first. So that'll be opening up in August. I'm sure we'll have those dates by next week for you. So stay tuned there if you are looking to become our Loyalty League membership. We don't offer this all the time. It's not open year round, and that is because you get some exclusive gifts.
Nice.
Loyalty League is our higher tier of membership, so you get a lot of amazing things like first access to buying the first piece on the show every week. You get some amazing coupons and gifts throughout the year. You get first access to some show pieces when we do our big shows. A lot of different things. So that's our higher level of membership that will become available to join in August for usually about a week. Our lower tier of membership is always available. That's called our Star Supporters. If that is something you're interested in, I will put that link for you guys in the chat. That will give you access to the annealer reveal. Both levels do, but you still get access to the annealer reveal. You also do get a membership gift throughout the year as well, and some other fun perks. So I'll shoot the link in the comments for that one if you're available, if you are interested in that as well. We are working on the upcoming member gifts. I am excited for you guys to see them, so stay tuned for that if you are already a member.
They're already boxed up.
Amazing.
They are boxed up and ready to go. Star Supporter gifts I'm picking up tomorrow morning.
All right, so what we're doing now, guys, is Matt was actually telling me that he extra heated with the torch the neck on this thing because we're actually going to pull the loop right off of the bottom, or I should say the neck of the piece, and we're going to do it right here at the bench, which is a pretty cool process. You don't knock it off. You don't have to do any torching at the bench. I'm going to hold it with the granny grabbers here. He's going to get it going. Once it starts dropping, I'll get a hold of it. All right, a little reduction action. She's going to bring out some of those beautiful spots. It's a leaf. If you don't know it, it's a belt leaf, and it's looking pretty darn sweet. So torching that now brings more heat into the neck and cools down the leaf itself, which I'm going to be grabbing.
The dragon talon
Okay.
holding the orb is now available on the website.
That's such a sweet move. Bada bing, and then it just goes into the kneeler.
Nice. That's looking pretty good, guys. I'll set it right here for you to take a peek, and then I'm going to show it to you. There he is, a gorgeous iridescent color.
Oh, the colors are fun.
Yeah, really pretty.
So that's our giveaway piece, you guys. To enter to win that, you're going to send an email to enews@glassacademy.com with your answer to the weekly question. This week's question is, if you could only pick one, what type of glass do you prefer?
All
Functional
right.
pieces or decorative pieces?
Well, it sounds like that's a wrap. We're at 7:29. Summer shows are an hour and a half.
Because everything heats up.
Everything heats up.
Including us.
So we're going to wrap up the show.
You guys didn't see when I was off camera, Jake threw a bucket of water on me. So it just happened to get all over me. Both of us, it splashed on both of us, but
I dried off real quick.
Funny.
he didn't have any stress making that claw.
No.
But you guys, what a beautiful show. It was pretty sweet. We love bringing our lamp working partners into the show. Give it right here for sure. They make some really beautiful stuff, Matt and Oliver. What a great show. I don't know what number it is because it's not here.
329.
Right there, 329, you guys. But we enjoy spending time with you. We can't wait to let you guys see the annealer reveal for all the special members. They get to see that first Thursday, what comes out of the annealing oven. Jake, you got anything to add?
Shouts out to the members. Shouts out to our subscribed members who get all the bonus content and all that goodness. You're going to see their names popping up on the screen in a second. They're all champions, and you're all champions.
And if you're local, come on in for a drink at the Michigan Room.
Wine event on
Yes.
Friday.
Oh,
Check it
yeah.
out on the website. It's going to be a
Wine event.
blast.
Over and out.
Good night.
Beautiful.